You can cry a million tears. You can wait a million years. If you think the time will change your ways, don't wait too long.
And there was Nigel making these balloon animals out of somebody's small intestine.
What?
Dream. Nightmare.
I'm gonna be out most of the morning. And Jordan, I need you to finish the procedure. I started an autopsy, too. My notes are on the table.
Okay, what's up?
Since I had to spring it on you at the last minute, I thought I should at least offer you a lift.
Are they getting back together?
At 9 a.m. on a Tuesday?
He's wearing a tie she gave him.
Oh, maybe he just likes it. Lily, you're not still smitten with Garrett, are you?
No, but Renee Walcott is.
I wish her good luck. I mean, having another man's child while she was seeing Garrett, who is a little old-fashioned.
Still, he's wearing that tie.
That was then. Things are different now.
Could you explain that?
26 years ago, there was no reliable way to analyze and match DNA. Now there is.
Your Honor, my client has served 26 years for robbery, and that conviction has now been overturned. And he cannot be charged with these old murders, no matter what Dr. Macy finds, because he has a deal.
Sit down, Mr. Parker.
How long will it take your office to collect and test DNA samples from the evidence that's in storage?
Depends.
They don't even know if the killer left any DNA on the victims.
14 victims, 14 women viciously stabbed to death, their bodies dumped in various locations. What are the chances, Dr. Macy, that the killer left no trace?
0. Question is whether or not we can find it after all this time.
Thank you.
Mr. Parker.
My client made a deal with the DA's office 26
client
years
is
ago
lucky that I was not district attorney at the time.
Immunity for the murders,
After
which
he was
did
given
not
immunity,
commit.
he confessed.
He made it
Then
up.
how did he know where the bodies were?
That's
how
enough.
Did he have...
Both of you. Let's sum up here. Ms. Walcott.
I am asking that the immunity agreement be vacated and that the prisoner be held in custody while the medical examiner's office conducts tests pursuant to my bringing murder charges against this man.
Mr. Parker.
Without plea bargaining, the justice system would collapse under its own weight. Who's going to make a deal that can be overturned on a whim decades later? That aside, my client has been a model prisoner and has served 2.5 decades on a wrongful conviction. Basic fairness should be enough to decide in his favor.
Ms. Walcott, I will not at this time vacate the plea agreement. I will, however, hold the prisoner in custody while Dr. Macy conducts certain tests. You have until tomorrow, Dr. Macy.
Your Honor.
Till tomorrow to assess the state of the evidence.
Your Honor, DNA analysis takes time.
The prisoner will be remanded for now and will reconvene at 2:30 tomorrow.
All right, we've got 23 hours. The district attorney and I prioritized the 14 cases. We are going to start with this one. Marcy Strauss. She was 27 when she died.
Why is she first?
This is the only body left at the crime scene. There's more to work with. There was also an eyewitness to this one.
Did the witness ID Emmett Parker as the killer?
No, because the witness never came forward.
He called it in, but the cops never found him.
So it is you and me, bro, trying to track down a ghost from some scratchy old 911 tape.
Great. I do love a challenge, bro.
We're looking for anything that can help, specifically the killer's DNA. Lily, track down Marcy Strauss's relatives, will you? They deserve to know what's going on. There should be a sample of the victim's blood in there. Let's analyze her DNA so we have it for comparison. Just check every sample we give you for a Y chromosome. If it's not male, we're not interested.
It'll take more than one day just to eliminate her blood.
What is your emergency?
Yeah, there's a guy stabbing a woman at 1347 Oak Drive.
What is your name, sir?
He's around 6 foot, blonde, jeans, and a dark windbreaker.
Yes, thank you, sir. Can I please have your name?
What the hell, you gonna send somebody or not?
Yes, sir. The police are on their way. Now, I need you to calm down and stay on the line. Tell me where you were and exactly what you saw.
I yelled at him and he...
Sir? Hello, are you there? Sir? Hello?
I took out of there like a scalded duck when he heard the siren.
Perhaps he was up to no good.
This gives me hope. If the incident reports from back then have not been shredded, I may just get lucky.
Yeah, well, you'll need to be lucky. Look, Woody, I can digitize and analyze the living hell out of this, but you've got to bring me something to compare it with, okay?
Hey.
Matt.
Got a double homicide down in Southie, so I'm here to observe the slicing and dicing.
You got any detective tricks for finding people who aren't where they used to be?
You probably know as much about it as I do. But I'd be happy to do what I can to fulfill your needs.
Not dating the boss anymore, Lily?
Excuse me?
Oh, this one's cute.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, hi. Aren't you going to introduce us? Huh?
That's Seeley. My mother.
Oh, hi.
Oh, come here. Oh. Ooh. Detective. Oh.
Matt, could you excuse us, please? Please.
Sure. It was nice to meet you.
Mom?
I know you're working, which I'll never understand, but just give me your keys and I'll get out of your way.
Last time I gave you my car keys, you and my car disappeared for 3 days. And the last time I gave you my house keys, I came home to find a tattooed felon in his underwear eating my food and scratching himself.
How was I supposed to know he was a felon?
Why are you here, Mom?
Your brother is in Italy on a pizza tour. I thought it was the perfect time to come and see you.
You couldn't call first?
I'm your mother.
I saw her on the street. She was with a friend. We made eye contact, and I knew. I always knew. Look at the size of this confession. The detail. If they knew Emmett Parker was the killer, why'd they give him immunity for 14 murders?
That's the only way they could get him off the street. He pled to robbery in exchange for a pass on the murders.
Why would they let him do that? It makes no sense.
Well, they wanted closure for the families. They couldn't find the bodies without Parker's help, which he wouldn't give without the immunity.
Why'd they overturn the robbery conviction?
Appellate court ruled the guilty plea was coerced. Keep looking for something that's gonna help us.
She'd been to the gym with a friend. I followed her to her house. I got lucky. You know what they say, you make your own luck. I want this guy. I want his head on a tray.
The saliva sample you pulled from the victim's sweatshirt, Y chromosome. It's male.
They run a full analysis. I'll call the DA. She'll get a court order. They're holding Parker at county jail. You go there and get a swab from him.
Garrett, the DA, district attorney. She doesn't have a name anymore.
Let's get the sample.
Oh, hello. Hello, Dr. Macy.
You've met my mother?
Mrs. Lebowski, where are you going?
I had to put her in a cab.
Sending me back to Pennsylvania. This heartless child can't even welcome her own mother for a tiny visit. Rough. Mysterious. It's like your father.
Which one?
Matt! 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 It is Matt, isn't it?
Yes. Let me take that for you.
Oh, thank you. Let me tell you some things about Lily.
Oh, okay.
So it's not that she's unwomanly, exactly. It's just that she doesn't know how to present herself to the best advantage.
Mom, shut up. Shut up.
Let me get a cab.
I don't need your help.
Dear, you have never been able to hold on to a man.
I am not trying to hold on to him.
You are not getting any younger, Lily.
Oh, so I should be you? Jump anything with a pulse and a penis?
Detective see the DPD. I need paramedics at the medical examiner's building right now.
Mom?
So, your elves found something.
I'm Dr. Kavanaugh. I'm here to take a DNA sample. Could you sit down?
I want details about what's going on.
The judge issued an order for you to submit DNA for testing.
Testing against what? What did you find?
We found DNA on one of the victim's clothing that wasn't hers. Open your mouth, please.
You're both dark-haired. All the victims were dark-haired.
Is that a threat?
If I had killed those women,
Is there more?
it would have been because they had evil in their eyes. Like you.
Yeah, about an hour ago now.
Lily wasn't...
No. It was only her mother. Detective Seeley's at the hospital with her right now. He's going to give us a call as soon as he knows anything.
How's Lily? Should we go? We should go.
Well, Dr. Macy already went. He finished prepping the DNA samples, and then he rushed out of here about 10 minutes ago.
I'm very sorry about Lily's mother. I will also be sorry if Emmett Parker gets out and starts killing more dark-haired women with evil in their eyes.
The embassy in Rome is trying to track down your brother.
I was so mean to her.
Well, don't think about it.
I was mean to her, Gary.
You've never been mean to anybody in your life.
Oh, I was. Right before the car.
We're gonna get through this, Lily. We'll get through this, okay?
Lebowski?
Me. How's my mother?
Fractures and bruised organs. We did stop the internal bleeding.
So she'll be okay?
Are you aware that her immune system is somewhat compromised?
She's an alcoholic.
Yeah, you ever think of getting her some help?
Could I see her now?
Look, she's gonna be unconscious for quite a while.
That's not what I asked.
I heard hit and run.
I got a partial plate. We'll get the driver.
Bug's putting together the equipment to reconstruct the accident if you're interested.
Are you trying to get me out of the way?
My thought was that since you were there when it happened, you might be able to help.
This was the point of impact.
Yeah. This is all in the police report. You think you know more about accident investigation than the cops do?
Under normal weather conditions, street pavement has a drag factor of 0.8. You multiply that times the length of the skid times 30, giving you X. The formula is based on Newtonian physics and references Einstein's theory of relativity by rounding up the metric speed of light to derive 30 as the constant. So in this case, 2712 is our X. You square that, making sure that you put the decimal point in the right place. So the car was going at 52 miles an hour when it hit Mrs. Lebowski.
You looked at the report.
Prove it. I'll make sure, but I would bet my job that these are the same tires, and this is not in the accident report.
Yeah, so it was some drunk who kept having to hit the brakes.
Look again. Look at the direction of the fade. This is somebody peeling out from a dead stop. Whoever was driving was in a big hurry to go that way.
My God, how long does this take? When the saliva sample from the victim's clothes is finished, I still have to run Parker's. And after that, I have to compare the two. If you don't want to wait that long... Garrett? Nigel told us that Lily's mom was going to be fine. How's she doing? Lily, I mean.
Well, how do you think?
What? You're not going to like this. I'm guessing the victim had a tomcat because this is cat DNA. Damn it.
Marcy Strauss was our best bet, and the other bodies were decomposed when they were found. And somewhere out there is an eyewitness to this murder.
If he's still alive.
We'll keep going.
Thank you. I'll be on my cell if you find anything. And, I'm glad Lily's mother will pull through.
That was nice of her.
April 6th, 2005, interview with inmate Frank Liuzzo. This is the incident report from the night of August 14th, 1979.
No taping.
I want a tape. I tape. Okay. You were in Somerville late, on foot. 11:22, a patrol unit pulled over to talk to you. They asked for your ID. Ran you for warrants. There weren't any, then they let you go. Did you call 911 from a payphone at 6th and Rensselaer about a woman being stabbed?
I've been tripped up by these things before. It's not gonna happen again.
Your voice sounds like you. Did you make that call?
What's in it for me?
Nothing, if we don't know that it's you. So why don't you talk into the machine? Because no tape, no deal.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I don't know. Car slams into your mother right after you call her a slut. How would you feel?
Has she been conscious at all?
Morphine trip.
Could you, take a look at these? So we
Oh, don't put them on my mother.
You know her?
Wait a minute, this makes it look like...
Delivered. This woman waited for your mother to come out and then smack.
You have the sensitivity of a lizard.
I have spent every minute today investigating what initially looked like just a hit and run.
Isn't that your job?
Hit and runs? No, I'm a homicide detective. I did this for you.
Thank you. Now that it's attempted murder, it's no longer beneath you.
When she wakes up, see if she knows who the woman is.
So we've got pretty much nothing.
Nothing.
Busted our butts.
Settle down.
No, I'm not criticizing. You've all performed miracles in a very short time. Thank you. Yeah.
Excuse me, but my witness is not nothing.
Frank Liuzzo, 16 arrests, 8 convictions.
I know he's not squeaky clean, but he is our guy.
I'd make a deal with Mussolini to keep Emmett Parker inside. What's Liuzzo want?
Out.
Now you and I'll go talk to him. Where is he?
I had him transferred to county lockup.
Good. Thank you. We need to discuss your testimony.
I've been with Lily. Jordan should testify.
If you could give me a minute.
All right, let's get back to it.
Take it away. I'll meet you at county.
All I can testify to is nothing, which is what links Emmett Parker to these crimes. No murder weapon, no prints. We found male DNA on 9 of the victim's personal effects, but we don't have time to test it all.
I understand that. I have some hope the witness will help. What I need from you is spin.
I'm not sure I can spin nothing.
What about the crime scene photos?
We scoured them.
Is there anything unaccounted for in the evidence boxes?
Nothing we can tie to Parker. We did pull a blonde hair up one of the victims, but it was a woman's hair. I don't guess that Parker got a sex change.
The judge won't know the hair is female unless you tell him.
Renee, look, I want to cook this bastard as much as you do. But if you're asking me to lie on the
I am
phone-
asking you to help me save some lives.
Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get old. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave and make us feel nice. And let us be together tonight.
Why am I in a hospital?
Are you in pain?
What happened?
The car hit you.
How do I look? Doesn't matter.
You look fine. You look beautiful. I'm sorry about what I said before, Mom. I didn't mean it.
And what?
Are you up to looking at some pictures?
Of what?
The driver who hit you. It wasn't an accident. She ran into you deliberately. Who is she? Why would she want to hurt you?
Oh, no.
Please. Tell me who she is.
Could you give me my hand back? I know I look a mess.
Could you, for once in your life, face reality?
Not up to one of your lectures right now, Lily.
Did you hear me? This woman tried to kill you. The police need to know who she is. Mom.
I heard you. I've heard you all your life. Your embarrassment, your disapproval. I see it in your eyes. Every time I look in your face. You never appreciate anything about me. I did the best I could.
The best you could was one loser after another disrupting our lives. One crappy apartment after another, one bottle of scotch after another.
I'm done with you. Get me out of here. I don't want to stay here anymore.
I'm so sorry, you were saying? No, I'm looking for them in connection with their daughter's murder 26 years ago. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
What are you doing here? Yes. Just a second. Are you okay?
Yeah, sure.
It's your brother.
Andy, where are you?
No. Don't you have a job somewhere else?
I found the woman who smacked into Lily's mother.
Smacked?
Hit.
Well, who was it?
Well, it was some piece of work. She was having it off with this married guy in Pennsylvania. His wife didn't like it.
So she followed her here and tried to kill it? Kind of an extreme reaction.
Well, there's more. The guy's dead. He was killed 2 weeks ago in a car crash, 2 a.m. Mrs. Lebowski was with him. Not a scratch. They were both schnockered.
Who was driving?
He was. That's not stopping his wife from blaming Lily's mother.
Okay, thanks. When Lily gets off the phone, I'll tell her.
No, I'll tell her myself.
Do her a favor, Seeley. Which one of us do you think she'd rather hear it from? Thanks for stopping by.
Him, top right.
This is a mugshot taken of Emmett Parker 26 years ago, Your Honor. One last question, Mr. Liuzzo. You knew that the police were looking for the witness. Why didn't you come forward at the time?
A cop stopped me earlier that night. Said I didn't belong in that neighborhood. Nice country, right? Anyway, I took off to California. You know, I figured they're gonna paste this murder on me. You ever been to California? Nothing but wackadoos and weirdos.
Thank you, Mr. Liuzzo.
It was midnight when you saw the woman being stabbed?
Thereabouts.
All the lights were on?
Yeah.
The room where this crime was occurring was at the rear of the house?
Yep.
And your reason for being there was?
None of your business.
How long did you have the attacker in your sight line?
Long enough to ID the photo.
How long, Mr. Liuzzo?
I don't know, maybe 5 seconds. I got the hell out of there. I mean, you would have done the same.
What did she offer you to say it was me you saw?
Hey, listen to me, you little sneaky boudade.
Mr. Liuzzo. Miss Walcott, did you extend any inducement to Mr. Liuzzo in exchange for his testimony?
I told him that I would look into the possibility of not opposing parole at his next hearing.
Was that the extent of the offer, Mr. Liuzzo?
Yeah, and something damn well better come of it, because I'm up here.
Did she or the detective prompt you to choose that particular photograph?
No, I picked the photograph. That was the guy I saw stabbing the broad.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Happened 2 weeks ago. Your mother wasn't injured.
Why didn't you tell me that? She should have called me when it happened. Somebody she's with dies.
She probably didn't want to worry you.
She knew I would lecture her. Oh, if I had known, I could kick myself.
Load yourself up with enough guilt.
I've done therapy. Why do I get so angry at her? At least I have another chance to make it right. To let her be who she is. I've got to get her to stop drinking.
Is your brother coming back from Italy?
Oh, no. He dithered. That's what he does. Did Matt arrest the driver?
Yeah, hit and run attempted murder.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing.
Don't do that, Garrett. If you got something to say, say it.
Celia's a jerk. You can do better. Macy. Lily, wait. Yeah, thanks. I'll tell her. Your mother's taking a turn for the worse.
Can you describe what steps you took in examining the evidence?
Let's cut to the chase, Ms. Walcott. Dr. Kavanaugh, have you found any evidence which links Mr. Parker to these murders?
We've barely gotten started, Judge Marshall. One day really isn't enough to process 14 murders.
Is that a no?
Have you found anything that you think will lead to conclusive evidence against Mr. Parker if you're given more time?
It's impossible to answer that with a yes or no.
Dr. Kavanaugh, can you give me any reason to hold the prisoner in custody?
We found a blonde hair on one of the victim's clothes.
Is it Mr. Parker's?
I don't know whose it is, Your Honor. If we had more time...
You plan to continue your investigation?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Since yesterday, I have consulted several authorities. I can justify lifting Mr. Parker's immunity from murder charges, and I am doing so.
You can't do that.
Thank you, Judge Marshall.
Your confession still can't be used against you, sir, but if the ME's office finds fresh evidence...
You're gonna let me out or not?
I can't hold you on the word of a compromised witness or on what might happen in some vague future. Given the appellate court's decision, I have no choice but to release him. The officers will escort you back to the prison, where you will collect your belongings and be processed out.
There's nothing there I want. They can burn it all.
I saw the way that bleep was looking at you. Until that guy goes down, I'm gonna be on you like feathers on tar, wherever you go.
You should be on Parker, not on me.
I'll arrange round-the-clock surveillance on him. They'll probably file a harassment complaint.
Let him.
He pushes, I push back.
You two are so much alike. It's scary. Anybody gets between you and what you want, I'm just saying.
Thank you for trying.
We need to talk. The doctor said we could use his office.
Just tell me.
She has a staph infection. It's ravaging her body. Now, they can amputate her arms and legs to try to save her, but there's no guarantee that'll work. Or they can keep her in an induced coma until she's gone. Or they can take her off life support. I'm sorry, Lily, but it's going to have to be your decision.
Is she suffering?
Nobody can answer that.
Can I help out?
Do you know what's likely to yield useful results after forensic testing?
Why are you snapping at me?
Sorry. I hate this. We should be with Lily.
I think Lily's going to understand, Bug. Besides, her mum's going to be fine.
That doesn't mean that Lily's going to be fine.
How long is this all going to take? Because Parker could be killing another 14 women and you people will still be scraping samples.
Somewhere in here there is something of him. There can't not be. It's Locard's exchange, you know?
Maybe we've been going about this backwards. Locard does work both ways.
So he does, but we can't run tests on what we don't have. Indeed, what probably no longer exists.
What are you people talking about?
Locard's exchange states that two people cannot have a physical interaction without leaving traces of themselves behind. It forms the basis of criminalistics.
We haven't found traces of Parker on the victim's stuff. But who's to say we won't find traces of them on his stuff?
You think I can track down the clothes this guy was wearing when he murdered 14 women 2 decades ago?
There is one place where his things have been sitting untouched all these years.
The prison storage locker.
And you heard what he said in court. He said he didn't want any of his things. You know what? Get Walcott on the phone. Arrange for her to have his effects sent here, fast.
I can't do this. I can't make this decision.
They're trying to find your brother again.
You think I'm inadequate? She wouldn't want to live like that. But if I do this, she's never going to have a chance to find her way. She just wants to be loved. That's all, just loved. She's never had a clue how to make that happen.
Not many people do.
She wouldn't want to live like that.
Is that what you want to do?
No, I can't do this. I can't do this. How can I let her die? The way I left things with her, I need to talk to her.
This is not about you. You have to decide what's best for her. You have to be the grown-up.
Where's Garrett? Where is Garrett?
I don't know. Probably with Lily.
Here we go. I'm guessing he did not wear the same clothes into prison as he did when he murdered those women.
Please? He could have been wearing this watch when he struck. Aha. Hair. Dark. Right?
Bring it. No. No. This one could be a possibility.
Yeah. Call Judge Marshall at home, tell him I'm on my way. I want an arrest warrant.
Hang on. We won't know for sure till we run it for mitochondrial DNA.
Yeah, well, if you find it's not a match, Judge Marshall can yell at me later. Right now, I'm getting Emmett Parker off the streets.
Renee? Love your attitude.
I tell you about you and her. Peas in a pod. O'Brien.
What's up? We lost Parker in an alley about a block from here. We thought he might be coming this way.
All right, call for backup. Go check out the garage. Nigel, if you call security, Jordan, you are coming with me.
I'm probably safer here.
We're not arguing. Come on. Come on, Jordan. Let's move it.
That's Walcott's car.
Keys are still in the ignition.
You okay?
He seemed surprised to find I was carrying.
You need a doctor?
No, I'm fine.
Right in the pump. Nice job. What happened?
I got into my car, he grabbed me and dragged me into the alley.
So how'd you get the drop on him?
The high heel in the shin is apparently somewhat disabling. Now he leaves evidence behind. Oh, God. I'm gonna stand under a hot shower for 3 days.
I'm gonna take her inside. I'll send out an ME.
I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm sorry that I couldn't be who you wanted me to be. If we could do it over. I just want you to know that there was never a time that I didn't love you.
You should hear from Renee Walcott. You know, the district attorney. So where have you been?
Lily's mother died.
Where's Lily?
I don't know. She said she wanted to be alone.
And you believed her?
Jordan said I should hear about this from you.
I had to shoot him. Can we talk about this later? Did Annie...
Renee.
Lily.
I didn't know where else to go.
I'm lucky to be here with someone I like, to make it my spirit to shine. Just make us be brave and make us play nice, and let us be together tonight.